Welcome, and thank you for joining us on Russell's Student Support Systems Connections podcast, also known as the S3Connections podcast. This podcast is designed especially for parents, guardians, and students, providing helpful tips, insights, and resources to help you successfully navigate the exciting and sometimes challenging middle school years here at Russell Middle School. And now, let's dive in with your school counselors, Mr. Garland, Ms. Mack, and Ms. Dack.
Well, hello and welcome to the very first episode of the S3 Connections podcast, brought to you by the Student Support Services team, that's a mouthful, at Russell Middle School. We are here to connect, support, and grow together throughout the school year. So thanks for being with us. I am Mr. Garland, Mr. G, 6th grade counselor, and I am joined by my incredible support team, Miss Mack, 7th grade counselor, and Miss Dack, 8th grade counselor.
Hi.
This is so exciting.
Welcome back.
We are kicking this off. We have 5 podcasts that we're planning for this school year, one each quarter, plus this inaugural, this first one of the year. And we want to start off with some team information and some introductions. So I'm going to have Miss Dack start us off by just kind of talking about herself and just one thing that you're excited about for this school year.
Yes, I'm Miss Dack. I am the 8th grade counselor this year, like Mr. Garland said. This is my 3rd time doing 8th grade at Russell, and I usually really enjoy the age and the year. I love the transition to high school. It's just a big, exciting year where students feel like they finally get to leave middle school, which is really fun to help support them through. So I'm excited about that. I'm also I think 8th grade is a year where students really start to develop a sense of self, what they like, what they don't like, what they're excited about in life. And it's really cool to support them in that journey.
Absolutely. Miss Mack.
Hi, team. My name is Miss Mack. I have the 7th graders this school year. Thrilled to 7th grade is a hard year, typically, developmentally, and I love being a support for everyone. I'm super excited to see the kids that I know from last year and meet our new students who will be joining us over in our Russell community this year. I'm actually really pumped about Miss Day taking over as principal. I think that's exciting. Our whole ad team, Miss Strombeck and Mr. Jones. So I'm excited for that too. And I'm just excited about we think creatively here at Russell, and I'm excited to see how that unfolds. So it's going to be good stuff.
And part of that is this is our 4th year together as counselors.
That's true.
Not too many schools at all, let alone District 11. We are excited to be here starting our 4th year together. We have a lot of commonalities and unity going on, so we're excited about the year. I'm Mr. Garland. They call me Mr. G. Some people want to call me Mr. Gack because that rhymes with Dack and Mack. But I'll be with the 6th grade this year, and I'm excited about that. This will be my 2nd round with students, my 4th year here at Russell. Excited to see what students can do this year. And just coming in from elementary school, just seeing their excitement and working through successes and working through struggles and challenges, we're going to get there. So excited to see where this all goes. So we have, on this first episode, we want to talk about some things that are going to start that will help you think about ways that parents, you can support your child, and students, how you can support yourself as we go throughout the school year. So we're going to start with Miss Dack.
Yes, so as we get into the 25-26 school year, it's a big transition. Going back to school is always a big transition, no matter what year of school your child is going into.
Adults, too.
Yes. It's an adjustment for all of us every single year. Even those of us who work in school feel it. It can be really exciting, but it's also typically quite overwhelming. So here's a few things that we thought might be helpful in easing back into the school routine. So a big one, and this is also true for adults, I know it's true for me now that summer's over, is establishing a consistent sleep and wake time. Sometimes that has to do with when we put technology away too. Sometimes isn't the right word, always is the right word. So put the phones to bed and put yourself to bed. I think that's a really big one.
Unplug.
Setting up a homework-friendly space at home. Setting up a time each day where your child can work on some homework. I know we don't usually have a ton of homework here at Russell, but especially with 8th graders, there's going to be a lot that they're going to have to do. So having a calm, distraction-free environment can be super helpful. Talking through any school-related worries early, it's always a good idea to just see where your child is at, how they're feeling. They probably have a lot of worries about friends and classes and teachers, and I know we can all remember feeling that way anytime we go into a new environment. I think we have the same types of worries. So talking through that with your child is always a great idea. Staying positive and celebrating the small wins. I know we can all get a bit bogged down by our tasks and things that are going on, but there are a lot of good things that happen to everyone, kids and adults, each day. Even if it's a tiny thing, it's important to recognize. We also as a team are going, this is actually Miss Mac's idea. I'm speaking for her.
It's all of us.
We are going to try and work with students on what's called soft talk. So this is like, well, maybe I can go to bed at 10. I'm going to try to get up at 6. I might put my phone away. So anything that's like would, could, should, that softens our language. We want to work on setting clear and direct goals. So not, I'm going to try to go to bed at 9. I will go to bed at 9:30. Things like that. So that'll be a challenge for us. And if that's something you want to support your child on too, let us know and we'll share some tips.
I mean, some of those things are not fun.
Right.
But think about the bigger picture too, as far as what the outcome will be. Better grades, you'll feel better about your accomplishments, things like that.
Well, and the big word this year is going to be student agency, and it's really, when we eliminate some of that soft talk, it helps empower all of us as human beings to own what our choices are and what we're doing and to be direct. So it'll be fun.
As a building, we're going to try and work on those skills. So definitely something you can try at home too.
Okay, so this is Miss Mac again, and part of what I'm going to piggyback on with Miss Dack is, in setting the tone for the year, is mindset. Mindset matters, and I think as human beings in this day and age, we're very familiar with growth and fixed mindset in terms of what power do we have, what agency do we have as individuals, what choices do we have. At Russell this year, we are broadening our definition of mindset to the stories we tell ourselves. As humans, both young and old, we all have stories swirling around in our heads. And it turns out stories are made up of words. So going back to the idea of the soft talk and some of those challenges is we're going to help strengthen students' minds and to help challenge them to think about their thinking and to be conscientious and intentional with their words. The added part of this is the stories we tell ourselves in our heads are often swirling and can keep us up at night. It can be anxiety provoking, even causing panic attacks, maybe some tinge of depression. Like, it just adds up. So the goal is to get the stories out of our heads and onto paper. Talking is important, but writing out our stories is also important. So you might hear your students talking this year that their counselor encouraged them on a stressful day to write out what was happening in that stressful day to help them work through that. So that's just a little bit about the mindset, and you're going to hear more about it, but the stories we tell ourselves are important, words are important, and we're here to help kids think about their thinking.
I mean, we talk about that journaling as a coping skill type of thing, but it sounded like you're talking about like this is a more of a lifestyle kind of a thing.
Yeah, like I'm a huge journaler. I love to write, and not all kids like to write, and I get that too. So the idea is like you title it, like you're going to the movies, and what is the title of your story today? Like my title of my story today is I felt left out at lunch. And then you write in full conversational language, like this is what happened. I walked into the cafeteria. I thought Mrs. Dack was my friend. She ignored me. and you just write it out, and then you're going to read it out loud. And it's hard. It invokes emotion, but it also helps release kind of some of that stuff. So I won't get too techie today, but it is different. It's new and it's exciting, and I think students are really going to get a lot out of it to help those hard days hopefully be a little easier.
Some more things to come down the road, and we look forward to hearing stories.
Yes.
So why don't we take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
At Russell Middle School, our counselors are here to help support student success. Their mission is to enhance students' educational performance and interpersonal skills by providing all students with equitable access to a comprehensive and developmentally appropriate counseling program. This includes a focus on academic achievement, social and emotional skills, and career development. To learn more, visit the Russell Middle School website. And now, back to the program.
All right, well, welcome back. You just heard a little bit about what school counselors do, and especially the three of us here at Russell Middle School, and we're excited for your participation. So please join us on our website, take a look at it. We'll have links for that in different ways, but we look forward to talking to you and what your needs are as well. Speaking of needs, one of the things that we're really working on this year is MTSS. Now, for educators, we know what that means. It's multi-tiered system of support. But all you need to know is that we have these supports to support all students, academically, behaviorally, emotionally. Think of it as layers of support. Some students need just a little, while others need a little more frequent and check-ins and targeted help and things like that. We have structures in place here at Russell, and one of the things that I think is really valuable is every week the grade level teams, the teachers, the counselors, the administrators get together and we talk about how students are doing. Students that are succeeding, we celebrate. Students that are struggling, maybe on just attention in class, maybe they struggle with having materials or understanding concepts or taking tests. Could be a whole number of reasons why a student might be struggling. But we talk about it and we discuss as a team the best ways to create supports for that student. The counselors are definitely going to be playing a bigger role this year too, to help support students, help support teachers, the whole community. That's what I really like about Russell.
Yeah. It's very collaborative.
Yeah.
I agree.
Takes a village. We're all in this together.
Yes.
And we know, so school is not fun for a lot of students, but it's fun for many. And I think one thing that makes it fun for many is that when we can find success and then when connections. And so we are going to be doing better and more communication with students, with families. Anticipate that you're going to want to speak with us as well. And we want to be a team as we approach this with MTSS and helping your son, your daughter, your child be successful. So we'll have more on that as well as we talk in the future.
Always.
Yep.
So let's talk as we get towards the end of this podcast already. It's so short and sweet, but really packed with a lot of positive and deep concepts at the same time. So let's go around and talk about some of the key tips and takeaways that we're learning or that we're sharing with our community. I'll go ahead and start.
Perfect.
So we want you to have a routine, have a consistent plan of action as you get ready for school. I know for some it's hard. I mean, I don't like waking up in the morning.
The alarm clock is my nemesis.
Yes.
So when it is time to get up, I feel so much better when I have laid out my clothes the night before, when I know my lunch is made, or if I'm eating hot lunch, I guess I don't need to worry about that. But I have things prepared the night before. I have done my studies, I've read my notes, I've done my homework, and I've had a little fun the night before. But it's my routine. It's the things that I do consistently to get ready for school. and then you don't have to worry about it. So that's one key takeaway that I'm going to add.
So another phrase I learned recently is consistency over perfection.
Mm-hmm.
So consistency is key. And as humans, stories we tell ourselves, is when we miss a day or two, we feel like failures, and then we throw in the towel. So consistency over perfection is a motto that I have in my own life.
You don't
and
have to
I will
be perfect.
share that wealth, right?
Yeah.
Goal setting is really important. And when we talk with our 11, 12, 13-year-olds about goals, it can be challenging. So I would encourage you, students and families, collaborate. Even parents, you can write your 3 goals for the year too. Like, what 3 short-term goals for the school year? I would encourage these to be written out on paper, posted on the fridge or on the bathroom mirror. And the goal can be, I'm going to lay out my clothes the night before, or the goal can be, I'm going to make a new friend or talk to a new student, or I'm going to ask questions in math class, or I'm going to seek out my counselor when I'm struggling, or it's infinite, right? So setting short-term goals that feel doable is something we're going to do here at school with students, but doing that at home with your students could also be really beneficial. And again, I always think it's fun when parents participate too. So parents and guardians, write your own goals for the school year.
I like that. And if you have an 8th grader, we talk so much, they're going to hear continuation 10 billion times by the time it comes. But it is a pretty long-term goal. Just keep in mind that your student will be expected to have no Fs and no discipline issues in order to attend continuation. And that is something I'll tell them early and often as we make it through the school year. But that can be a great goal. I want to celebrate you at continuation. Most of our kids end up attending, and it's really so fun.
Very fun.
Yeah. So I think with that wraps up our August episode. Thank you so much for joining us for the S3 Connections podcast. I know we're really excited to be continuing this year, and our hope is that our audience grows. So share this with someone if you would like. That can just help us get this message out to more people. We're excited to partner with you for another school year, and we really do look forward to meeting with you, hearing from you. Please don't hesitate to reach out. We do our best to get back to you as quickly as we can. Thank you again for listening, and take care.
All right, see you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us on Russell's Student Support Systems Connections podcast, the S3 Connections podcast. We hope today's episode brought you insight, encouragement, and a sense of community. If you have any questions or need support, please do not hesitate to reach out. We are here to help. Until next time, take care, stay connected, and keep building the support systems that make a difference.